Hi, fourth grade, and welcome back to Ergstown. We are in lesson 1.6, activity 2, and we're going to continue to figure out why there was a blackout in Ergstown. So to review, our unit question is, how does the electrical system work? But today's purpose is to answer the chapter 1 question. We're at the very end of chapter 1, so we should be able to get a good start on this. What happened to the electrical system the night of the Ergstown blackout? So specifically, the night of the blackout, what happened to the system? So we're going to look for evidence today to help us answer this question. Let me move this out of the way so you can see the whole question. We're going to figure out what happened on one of Ergstown's blackouts, and it will help us figure out what can be done about the problem. So they have lots of blackouts. So if we can figure out what happened for one of the blackouts, we can use that information to help us figure out what's going on with their electrical system. So remember, today we're going to observe some pictures that you've seen before, and they're going to provide some evidence to us. They'll help us figure out what happened to the electrical system. I'm going to have you write down your observations from these pictures in the pages I've put in Seesaw. So there'll be a picture, a space for you to write, a picture, a space for you to write, a picture, and a space for you to write. So let's look at these pictures. So picture number 1. This is Ergstown. Now go to Seesaw. You're going to pause this video and you're going to go to Seesaw. Move me out of my way here. And you're going to write down all the things, all the evidence you can find about what happened the night of the blackout. What evidence can you find? So pause the video, write down everything you can think of. All right, let's go on to picture number 2. It should look familiar. What evidence can you find from this picture to help us figure out what happened to the electrical system the night of the blackout? Pause the video and write down as much as you can. Okay, let's go on. And our last picture, later that night. What evidence, what can you observe that could help us figure out what happened the night of the Ergstown blackout? Pause the video and write down everything you can. Let's continue. I'm going to introduce a new vocabulary word to you. The word is claim. So a claim is an answer to a question. It's a possible answer. And I want you to remember and know that scientists and engineers like you're a system engineer, make claims all the time. Their claims are possible answers to a question. So our question is, what happened to the electrical system the night of the Ergstown blackout? So we're going to make some claims about that, possible answers. So we are figuring out what happened to the electrical system the night of the Ergstown blackout. Scientists and engineers always support their claims with evidence. So you just listed a bunch of evidence, right? We're going to use that to help support our claim. All right, so in our next activity, we're going to choose one claim and find as much evidence as you can to support it. So let's look at these 2 possible claims. Let's move me out of my way again here. All the lights in the electrical system are broke. That's a possible answer to the question, what happened that night? Absolutely. But every single light in the entire town was broken at that moment. And our second claim is something went wrong with the electrical system. So to review, in our next activity, we're going to choose one of these 2, and we're going to find as much evidence as you can to support it. So look at them. I want you to think about these claims before you go on. All the lights in the entire electrical system in the town broke, or possibly something went wrong with the electrical system. So let's learn about this vocabulary word, argument. A claim supported by evidence. So we just talked about claims, and now we're talking about an argument. So we have evidence that supports one of our ideas. So think back to our example. Did it rain last night? My argument was that it rained last night. It had to rain last night. So my evidence is, look, there's puddles in the grass. There's droplets of water on the cars. It smells wet. So those are all evidence that support my claim that it rained last night. So we can think of an argument. Oops, sorry. Lots of emails coming right now. We can think of an argument as the use of evidence to say why one idea could possibly be the better idea. Okay. So here's what I would like you to do. Go back to that last page of your notebook, in your investigation notebook that you have, or the sheet of paper that you've been taking down vocabulary words, and I want you to add these two. Claim, a proposed answer to a question, and argument, a claim supported by evidence. Add both of these, and then when I see you on Thursday, we'll actually write our argument and our claims.